Riff raff, street rat. I don't buy that. Alrighty. There's a reason he didn't say it like that, you know?
Yeah, no, I hear you. Sorry, I'm just getting the stream pulled up
It would
on
be
my end as well.
okay.
All right.
Do you know what I heard about the other day is there's like a heavy metal, like a death metal band that they all have their hair and mustaches like Ned Flanders, and they all dress like Ned Flanders, and they're called the Oakley Dokleys.
Oakley Dokley's. Yeah, I like that. That makes sense.
Oh, what up, people? What's up, potty people?
Hey, gang.
We're live on the Triple Cross channel. That doesn't make sense to any of you who've only been on our last couple streams, but we haven't been on the Triple Cross channel for a while. So I'm letting people filter in.
It's been a little minute.
Been a little minute and a big minute and a medium-sized minute too. Niakila, hey. Richard, hey. To Mama, great name. Loving it. I'm going to do this a little different today, Casey. I'm going to do like one big giveaway, and Casey's feedback to me is that I always fake people out, and I'm like, hey, you're going to win something. And then I'm like, you know what? Actually, you're not. Dude, also, thank you, Christian. That you might win something just for that. I appreciate it. Full dad stash on me now. Cool.
Oh boy, John.
So I'm going to do a little wheel of names. And because a ton of comments came, so a couple things happened in this past week. First of all, a ton of comments came in on our past videos. And what we do here is we give people stuff for commenting on our videos, if you haven't been here before. A ton of comments came in on our past videos, not our TikTok and Instagram ones, but like the ones that we did giveaways for last week. So I'm like, okay, kind of maybe only fair that I give them a shot. Maybe not. Maybe they missed it. I don't know. But a ton of comments came in on that. But then the other thing that happened is usually the way it works is we post from this channel that you're watching right now, not Triple Cross. If you're watching the John Coyle channel, we post from that on Tuesday, and then I post from my other podcast, The Checkout, Wednesday, giving people plenty of time to comment if they're subscribed to those channels by Thursday when we do these giveaways. This week, the Wednesday post happened from The Checkout. The Tuesday post did not. That didn't go up till today. So what I'm doing is I'm going to say, I'm just going to take all the comments that came since the last time we did a live stream, and we're going to pick our favorites. We're going to put our favorites on a wheel. And today there's going to be one big winner. I'm going to buy him some stand-up tickets, dude.
Oh, okay.
Gonna buy you guys. I'm gonna buy you guys tickets to a stand-up show in your city. So you just got to tell me where you are. I can help you find a show if you want, or if you want to just like look at the comedy clubs or look at who's coming. I will cover it. Now, look, if it is so, like, this can get real quick. So if Kevin Hart's coming to your city and it's $300 a ticket, I'm not covering 2 tickets to see Kevin Hart. But I will cover up to 100, which is going to cover a lot of comics, honestly. People like a Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, Nate Bargatze, going to be a little bit more than that. But I'll cover, if you want to go see them, I'll cover $100 to see them, and then you can cover the rest. Or if you just want to see somebody at your comedy club, I'll cover that too. And pretty good comics come to the comedy club. What are you laughing about?
Yeah, we got a comment that says Flint, Michigan. Like they want to go see a Tropics game.
Flint, Michigan, makeable.
Flint, Michigan, makeable. We don't even have any corn dogs.
This is okay. And just so the other thing that's going on here, if you guys have been on our last couple streams, you're like, okay, cool. They're doing the giveaway thing. There's a whole other group of people here who haven't seen us in like over a year, dude. Yeah. We used to have a sports podcast. We're live on that channel right now. So we just figured we'd see who shows up. And yeah, that's what we're up to. So there's like some other people here that are watching on a different channel. So like this guy, so Brian is like, hey, you guys want to talk about the 2025 New Orleans Saints? Some stuff like that's going to come up, guys. It's going to be rough.
See, here's the thing. I
would
the
2025 Saints, by the way.
I would love to talk about that, but I mean, yeah, it's not strictly a sports podcast right now. So,
all right, let me pull these things up. Casey, what's been going on with you, buddy? Let's get a little update while I pull this shit up. That I wasn't prepared for.
For a lot of people, they haven't heard from us in a year, I guess, basically.
Yeah. What's happened to you in the last year, Casey? Casey beat cancer. That didn't happen. That's not true. I shouldn't say that. Knock on wood. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I'm sorry I did
I
that.
mean, putting good energy out there in the universe for me. Thanks, John.
You did
I
lose
like
weight,
how
though.
on my behalf too. Like,
You've lost 30 pounds now. That's
oh
something.
yeah, I guess I did. Yeah, lost about 30 pounds.
Yeah,
Feeling good, feeling healthy.
that's good, man. I'm
Um,
glad you're feeling healthy.
yeah, thanks, bro. You grew a mustache. That's news.
That's different, and that happened just in the past like week or so. So
Yeah, but that's really the highlight of your last year too. Let's be honest.
pretty much, yeah.
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 Oh yeah, you had a baby, but that's not a big deal.
Just another one.
Yeah.
Well,
At
yeah.
this point, it's like, oh god, okay.
Once you're a certain amount deep into babies, it's like, okay, just
People are like, hey, you know what? Like, you don't get any more like presents from us. Like, we get it. You're just gonna keep churning them out.
You stop having baby showers at a certain point. I need to focus for a second because I had to clear my cache and cookies to make this stupid stream work, and now I'm logged out of all my shit. So just you gotta talk amongst yourselves for a second. I'm gonna work some stuff out. I'm gonna put you in solo view actually.
Oh dang, that's how you know John needs some
Pressure.
time.
Pressure.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm seeing both chats live here. Yeah, Christian Fuentes is asking what's the name of the other podcast again. That's actually Triple Cross Podcast, spelled exactly how you would think. Triple Cross Podcast. You can find everything we did on YouTube. Yeah, we stopped going live from there like a little while back, but there's plenty of good like evergreen content too. Like we did some like trivia stuff on that. If you still want to like, check it out, you could definitely do that. It's quite a library there, I think, at this point. Let's check in on the other chat. Let's see, actually. Oh yeah. Christian, John, if you're listening, Christian is saying that we should drop the social links for all of our videos too. So
like we should put them in the description. Yeah,
for sure
forget to do that, but I'll do it. I'll give everybody like a little shot to do it before we do the giveaway. So
the other chat over here, the Triple Cross crowd, they're talking about Luka trade. Felix is double dipping in both chats, by the way, which is cool. It's cool. Adam's in the chat over there. What's up, Adam? Everybody, some names. Victor Suggs. Yeah, we remember you, Victor. We remember you. Brian Pearson. Brian, we could talk about whatever. Brian's saying like, what are we allowed to talk about, basically? We can talk about whatever, really. We're just trying to like keep in mind we have both audiences here. So again, one audience is basically like sports fans. The other audience is basically like business media minded people. So they've been watching like some of our like marketing videos and videos on like our creative process, maybe like doing brainstorms for different brands, things like that. But behind the scenes, John and I just finished doing a brainstorm for a different brand. I'll let him choose to share however much or as little of that as he wants when he gets back on here. But yeah, if you're here right now, make sure you stick around. We are doing that giveaway that John just said. I know some people are kind of leaking in here still. So we'll get to that. I'm just letting John do some behind the scenes stuff right now. I see him frantically working, trying to get everything on track for all of y'all right now. Free Anthony Davis, says Victor Suggs. Yeah. And so he was part of that trade, right? He's a Maverick now, right? For people who don't know, I'm not our basketball expert exactly. Follow it casually. I'm the football guy. Yeah, Felix really is double dipping. Make it a business sports show. Okay. I mean, we could talk about the NFL salary cap. That's kind of business sports business. My Niners clearing cap space. It's looking like a little bit of a reload year. So that should be fun for us. All right. Hey, John, how's it going?
What up? Okay, so I think that what we're gonna do here is I'm just gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best. And that's gonna have to be good enough. I am going I'm gonna share this screen. Boom. Okay, so I can't remember which of these comments we had already last week, but I think we should just be able to, yeah, anything that was 1 day ago. So 7 days ago, how about 6 days ago or less? We're going to count that for this week, right? And then if it's 7 days ago or more, then it shouldn't be for this week. Real quick, let me grab all the videos that you could comment on to potentially win something from us. Win some stand-up tickets. I'm going to put them in the description of this video. Can I do that? Actually, maybe I can.
I think you can edit it still in StreamYard.
All right, cool. Well,
yeah, that
we're
would
gonna have to talk amongst yourself for a second again.
That would make it easier the next time we set up the premieres for these, since they are going to be links that live like while people are waiting to show up. Because we can just drop in just the profile, even because it's always just the newest videos. So I don't even think
that's true. I guess I'll just drop in the 2 channels, and it's the most recent 2 videos on.
It makes it really easy if we're doing week to week, because it's just anything within the last week. Comment on anything that was posted in the last week. We're checking those.
Well, not on the John Coyle channel.
Well, loosely speaking, that's a good general rule. If you generally are going to show up every week and try
I would say the good general rule is the last 2 videos are pretty safe. The last 2 long form videos.
Did you fill out any NCAA brackets, John?
Yes, I took 2 minutes to rush through it this morning. The way I filled out every bracket since I was 10 years old is I start with Gonzaga winning, and I work backwards from there.
That makes sense. It's good bracket building, obviously.
There was a time when it wasn't.
Yeah, I know
it's way better bracket building now. I was doing that back when they were like.
I was still joking about it, though. To be fair, you're usually in like local brackets, like bracket tournaments. So I'm like, oh, everybody did that, so I'm just gonna take some.
Yeah, where you live, they did, but not.
Yeah, that's true. I live in the city where Gonzaga is, so.
Mm-hmm.
Man, both chats are kind of popping right now. Like our new group, they're still a baby chat group. They're like 2 weeks old.
So? I can't update the descriptions.
And guys who are on Triple Cross right now too. Let's see. John J.H. Coyle is the account, right, John?
Yes, at the Checkout Podcast and at John J.H. Coyle. If you search that in, so here you go. Like if you just put in at the Checkout Podcast like that, you will. That's it. That's the channel right there. Most recent 2 videos on that channel, and then at John J.H. Coyle. Now, look, the way that we're doing this is then most recent 2 videos on that channel. Now, the way that we're doing this is we're picking our favorite comments. So if you just go in there and say, commented to win, probably not going to make the final. Maybe at some point I'll do a random comment giveaway thing. Not what we're doing today, though. So just letting you know, it's a little tough now because you're on the stream. And so it's hard to like watch the video and come up with a good comment. But, next week, you're still in the game for next week. Most recent 2 videos. That'll be my rule.
Hell yeah.
All right. Let's start with this.
Oh, but what I was going to say, sorry, real quick. Everybody on Triple Cross Podcast, like you could also come over to this other chat. You guys all kind of know the drill. You're good at following us around where we are. Like, I don't know if we're always going to go live from Triple Cross Podcast in general. So if you want to keep up with what we're doing and just still win like cool stuff, like we're doing this now over on John's YouTube channel is the easiest place for you guys to just really quickly shift over. John J.H. Coyle on YouTube. You should see John's face in the profile picture, or you've arrived at the wrong profile.
Well, hey, it's like a 2018 version.
Or is that one called dark mode now? Did you change the profile?
No, I didn't change it. Here's what it looks like if you click into it, though. Like it's got that in the background. So the podcast is called dark mode, but I just made the channel named after me. There's precedent for that. Andrew Schultz does it.
No, I hear you. I'm here to complain about it. That's what I'm about.
I don't need shit from you. All right, let's go through last week. So anything that is 6 days or less gets sort of entered. The way that we're doing this, though, is we're picking kind of our favorite ones. We're putting them on a wheel. Here's the wheel right there. And then we're going to spin the wheel. One of those people is going to win some stand-up tickets. Chia. All right, cool.
That was terrible.
I love the humor fun talk today with y'all. He did that one day. He was close to the first comment, and I like that. So, or she, sorry, Charlene E. Styles.
Wow.
Close to being the first
early
comment.
misgendering.
I know. Well, look, I could be wrong even with the she. So,
and our host misgenders.
Sorry, not trying to dox people's profiles here, but I guess your handle is there, so that's on you.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that she was early. All right.
Kiki Honeygold, a big
Actually, in this video, she wasn't early on the previous one. Kiki Honeygold, sorry.
that was it was a very popular name being thrown around on our last video. I remember that because we were showing the honey video.
Right.
Or we were talking about the honey video, I guess, one way or the other. So
yeah, okay.
Very nice. Learning so much. I mean, hey, we love that.
Yeah, yes, that's why we're doing this. 7 days, 7 days. These were all there already. 7 days, 7 days.
Oh yeah, good point. Sorry,
6 days. Honestly, let me and my brother and sis help you go viral, or at least give you a direction towards it. You know, for TI's video about Honey You.
Probably It's. I'm guessing that's an It's.
I was thinking he meant TI the rapper, but okay.
Yeah, TI, Hustle and Flow, right? Isn't that what he was going to roller skate with Honey?
No, TI. That's
he did the roller skating.
Did he do a song on Hustle and Flow?
I don't know if he did a song, but he was in it.
I know him from What You Know About That. What You Know About.
Well, he was an actor too, right? TI. Am I wrong?
You're thinking of Terrence Howard, I think.
No, I'm not thinking about Terrence Howard. Well,
he might. Terrence Howard is an actor / mathematician.
But TI did acting anyway, right? Who am I thinking of?
I don't know. Should we go to TI's the IMBD to?
Yes, we should.
Little side quest into TI's IMBD.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
TI
was the movie ATL. Yeah. Okay. So I think they might roller skate in ATL too. Just saying, like it might have been an imagery association thing.
Has he only been in the one movie? Because I think he might have just been in it because he's like from the ATL.
Dude, Richard. Gets
no, he's been in some stuff. I mean, yeah, TI and Tiny, the family hustle. That's what happens when rappers get older. They have realities TV shows with their wife and Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
ATL. He's an American Gangster. Okay. All right. No, he's an actor. All right.
What
I mean, I think of him as a rapper for sure.
The old me's dead and gone, dead and gone.
Is that TI?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Right. Well, it's TI and JT, right? Yeah.
Maybe.
You're making me feel really unconfident about the things I'm saying, but when I say them, I'm like, that's for sure what that is. So anyway, let's get back to the comments here. I mean, we're down to TI Wikipedia rabbit hole.
Fun side quest. But anyway, TI's video, it's video about should have sticked with your funny proton of the, this is, I feel like I'm not good at reading the comments sometimes, dude.
Yeah, it's okay.
I think he's saying he watched my honey scam video.
Stick with on video with facts and statistics. I don't know. I just watched it thoroughly.
Yeah, well, he meant thoroughly. I think that what he meant. So basically, backstory here. I posted a video about like the Honey app and how there was like this big scandal thing that hit YouTube. It was very popular. And I basically posted this like kind of counter opinion that was like, dude, this was not a scam. Like they didn't scam anybody. They're just shitty, right? Like they're like, but they've been shitty the whole time. We knew everybody knew they were shitty, right? And they did not like me. I've never had a bigger dislike to like ratio on one of my videos. I've never had more. One of my most commented on videos, and they're all like, "You suck. You're the worst. Stop."
Yeah. Get off of YouTube forever, you loser.
This is what it's like when you have a truly hot take. You get something that you don't go like mega viral, but you go just like small enough to where it doesn't help you, but big enough to where you get plenty of hate. And that's what happens when you have like a 10% take, like a 10-90 take, where 90% of people disagree with you. Those are the ones you keep inside. You just don't say those things out loud.
Just bottle it up, keep it down deep inside, and never let it out again.
It hurts. It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt.
Add Kiki and Honeygold to the video. I like how Lenny's coming up with ideas. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Win the next video to win $100. I'm asked and answered. Bam. Okay. Anything here from the newer ones that you like for a spot on the wheel? I mean, I do like Lenny pitching ideas to us. That's fun.
Yeah, where's the cutoff? Because this is chronological,
6 days or 6 days or later, or 6 days or sooner. So anything 7 days, we already considered it.
Yeah. I do feel like, yeah, your call here. Your call. Like there might you have any feelings here?
I mean, look, I'm a sucker for flattery, you know that. So I like Charlene Styles, and then I do like Lenny pitching ideas.
Okay.
How many spots on the wheel do we want to give is the real question. I think it's gonna come up. There are only 4 videos, so it's going to come organically. That's what.
Well, let's do 2 each. I'll let you just put those 2 up, and
2
we'll
each for
just do
each
some
video?
Yeah, why not, right?
Okay. I mean, I don't think there's even 2 more for this one.
No, what? We just had 2 from that one, right?
Oh, 2 for each video. I thought you were saying each of us pick 2 for each video.
No. I'll let you have both picks this video because nothing like jumped out at me personally. So.
Oh, okay. I mean, well, I didn't know we were doing it like that, or I would have saved my picks. But that's okay. It's done now.
No, you've wasted 2 picks, and that's how we're going. No,
can I trade you a pick for a first rounder in next year's draft?
Yeah, well, we can talk about it. Let's see. Yeah. This is a liquid.
You can also have some option picks on future drafts if you'd like, and I'll throw in Montrezl Harrell.
Ooh, well, I mean, I'm more interested.
Scores 4 points a game.
I'm more interested in like a TJ McConnell. I could use like a backup point guard.
Use a guy who gets 20 steals a game. Yeah, everybody can use him.
Yeah, he'd be solid.
All right, cool. Next one. Should we go back and forth? This one, then check out, and then this one, and check out, or should I just make it easy on myself?
I'm gonna let you just make that decision.
Yeah, we're gonna make it easy on myself and stay here. We are.
There you go.
No, we'll go back and forth because we gotta figure out how to divvy out our picks.
All right.
You know what I mean? Because you might not have as many picks you're passionate about.
I'm not really. We can go with a bit, but I mean, I wasn't really thinking like there's actual picks. I don't think there's going to be a ton of resistance when
I feel like ideas. Now it's like
this is just a
like you want to handcuff me? Well, yeah, now.
Yeah. Now.
You have handcuffs? Yeah, in my car.
Well, I mean, somebody's calling out Zoe right there, like saying we love you. You know, that's not even.
This is what I was thinking, and like this one had very little comments last week, and a ton came in the because it only had a few views, and then it still doesn't have very many, but like like a lot came in the last week.
All right, let's hit them.
So Zoe, we love you. I also have ADHD. Thanks for sharing. So in this episode, kind of deep into the episode, Zoe reveals for the first time. She told us that she recently got diagnosed with ADHD and autism. It's called ADHD. It's a thing. She's got both autism and ADHD. She's pretty functional, honestly, for somebody who has autism. She's got pretty mild autism. Neurospicy announcement. It's right there. I mean, I don't want to watch the whole thing, but we can. You posted about this week, right? It just says Neurospicy. I'm guessing that's what it is.
Maybe we could do it. Maybe we could do a sneak peek job in like the last week. Because I didn't realize that my brain, I'm like extra neurospicy. And I didn't realize that my brain works differently than other people's brains. Like, because we don't really talk about like what is really going on in our heads with each other. We talk about like what is like socially acceptable.
Or the output,
So yeah, and now like everything makes sense because I realized how neurospicy I am. I have been diagnosed with ADHD for like forever.
Okay. Good.
And go ahead.
I was gonna say if you discovered that you're ADHD, I'm like, this is not a discovery. You should have known this a minute ago.
No. So I've known that, but it still didn't really like make sense completely.
Yeah.
And when I saw John for the last podcast that we recorded in person, I'm interested. I had this like meltdown in front of him.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Are you good?"
Okay. I'm not going to play this whole thing, but basically, yes, that's true. I did another podcast with her, like for this show. It's actually on the John J.H. Coyle channel a while back with a comedian. And she showed up. She like can't take care of herself. Like she doesn't know where she's supposed to go and when. She has like a person who tells her everywhere to go, but she's also like super smart, has like a really like she's like growing this company really fast, so she's like very good, like kind of genius, but like just normal everyday stuff. She hadn't eaten all day. It was like 4 p.m. and she was like about to pass out.
We're getting one call to refresh the video for a refresh of comments.
And
I think we get one of those. We get one, you know, like
honestly for us, the thing that's performing really well right.
Okay. So Zoe, also have ADHD. Thanks for sharing. Bart's descriptions of clients loving you one day, then hating you the next is so accurate. Yep. He talked about his. I can see that you're leaning toward that one pick. Based on Twitter,
the people who come in from the business like world more like yeah, that hits home.
Yeah. Based on Twitter and LinkedIn, I would have never thought that 65 to 70% of brands are missing projections. That's true. There is a lot of flexing on Twitter and LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And not a lot of what I said was like, look, I've looked at like 1,900 brands last year. 65 to 70% of them that do projections are missing them, or they're not hitting their projections. You see this in the public markets too. If Chipotle or freaking Starbucks is missing projections big time, or has been for the last few. Fellow ADHD entrepreneur here. I agree. Most of us are probably a little neurospicy. You're awesome, Zoe. Yeah, I think I said in there. There's a lot of people referencing the episode. I think I said in there. I think there's an outsized amount of ADHD people who become entrepreneurs or do something entrepreneurial. Like in that community, you will find a lot of ADHD people, like a higher density of ADHD people. What's the word I'm looking for there?
Per capita?
Yeah, I guess more ADHD people per capita amongst entrepreneurs. This is actually informational. Thank you. Well explained and perfect for our fellow entrepreneurs right here. Much love. Another Charlene Styles, dude, she's hitting the flattery and I don't hate it. Okay.
That's a good strategy with us.
It's a good strategy with me. Yes.
Did you award a spot already to Charlene or not?
I did on the last video. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't think flattery can earn like another one so easily, at least.
Sure. So Christian said we should have Zoe on our podcast again. Dude, just watch the checkout. She's on every week. She's one of the co-hosts.
She's on the checkout. I did even in that clip. I'm like, wow, Zoe really occupies some of the role that I do when we're podcasting together. Like, yeah. Sometimes you're like,
Zoe is a much hotter version of you. That's all she really is.
I mean, that's just like your opinion, dude.
Hotter and smarter.
Somebody.
Well, okay, that is actually not my. I figured that was probably public opinion. My opinion is that it doesn't get hotter than you.
Thank you. God. Finally getting the recognition for my amazing looks. No, but even just like as she was talking, I was like, man, John sometimes he just goes on expeditions into his like co-podcaster's brain. And I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds a lot like what he's talking to me. All right. Anyway.
Okay. So I got halfway through Nick's heat map ad before realizing it was an ad I like. And I was like, damn, did Nick show up late for the podcast? And why is he changing the subject? Okay. We're going to throw that one out. Don't pick that one. I have friends that I ask to comment on the videos. And especially I'm like, hey, look, if you feel so inclined to shout out our sponsors in the comments, that can only help. So that's a friend doing me a solid. So don't pick that one for the winner.
Christian thinks that, maybe Christian either thinks that Nick is the actual host of the checkout, which if he's watched it, doubt that that's what he thinks, or he thinks that Nick is the hottest. He did do hot with 3 stars, so I think he meant Nick is the hot one.
So if he does,
we now realize that Christian Fuentes is actually Nick Shackelford's burner account.
Nick Shackelford burner. Look, it's actually a what's that word? What's that thing where you rearrange the letters or whatever? It's like one of those.
That'd be great. Yeah, anagram is that?
Anagram. It's an anagram for Nick Shackelford. If he's in the DDC community, like we did get. I mean, I think I might have deleted some of the comments on this, but like this episode is our second episode, and a lot of people were like, "No Shackelford." Like he is sort of the draw on this podcast, and he's pretty busy right now, so I'm a little worried that he can't make a lot of them, but. He's the most has the biggest personal brand in the e-commerce business community.
Biggest personal brand so far.
Yeah. First thing the brand question, he definitely does the least in terms of work, but that is the privilege you get being the most well-known.
Yeah.
First thing the brand questions is the people. First thing the brand questions, the people. First thing the expert questions, the projection. I think I said something like that, but this is
like a Confucius say.
This was a very nice, succinct way to put it. Also, might have a Hooper, might be LeBron in the image.
Gail was in last week too, so yeah, another repeat commenter. Love to see it.
Who? Gail. Yeah,
that was the commenter's name.
John was like 20% less annoying. Let's go. That's what I'm going for. Progress.
Actually, I'm gonna do an immediate nomination. I want to bookmark that one because
you're trying to positively reinforce me.
It is a positive comment. It's just a little bit like, hey, I mean, you could have said it a little nicer, but it is funny. It's funny, honestly. Like I love you, but that's funny.
Yeah.
It would have been funny if it was about me too.
I interrupt people. Yeah, it is one of the. So in our very first episode, it was like somebody commented, John, you have to let the other people talk. And I'm like, immediately hit my biggest insecurity. Thank you. It was like 20%. Let's say if you get a cease and desist, then cease and desist was pretty good. Yeah, I do say that a lot, actually. It's my main thing that I say. Adam knows if you get a cease and desist, just cease and desist. You'll be fine. Yeah. Adam's a lawyer, by the way, everybody. This person. Real live lawyer. All right. There we go. Ricardo 9280 has a spot on the wheel.
Hell yeah. I think this is the first actual glimpse of the wheel we've shown. People love the wheel.
Nomination.
We've learned that from our Triple Cross days. They know the wheel well, and we learned people love to see the wheel spinning. It's just hypnotic.
It's like ASMR for our live streams.
Yeah. All right, let's keep moving through these.
You didn't know I'm not the only one missing projections? Okay, cool. If you focus on your customer first, it all falls into place. I think Zoe said something like that. If you guys put demand planning is just demand guessing on a t-shirt, I would buy it.
That's not bad. I'll say that.
That's another one I said. Yeah. Like, I've been following Zoe for years. ADHD makes complete sense. Love to reward someone who's been following a co-host for years. I think this one's, John, that is funny. So my pitch to Bart on this was like, hey, I know how you could get LeBron James to wear one of your hats. You should do a challenge. This was the whole premise of the video or the start of the episode. I was like, you should do a challenge that's like a social media challenge, being like day one of trying to make a hat for that LeBron James wears, and then show you like doing, looking up LeBron James in a hat. And so like, I think at this point, there's a part here where I'm like, how I do it. This is probably it. Now on this idea of like content that can be entertainment, that can do well organically, but that can also be used as ads.
And making
well, so do you know the community news where like
and fitness
content is top of funnel? Geez,
man,
I'm looking for where I was screen sharing LeBron James in a hat. Anyway, yeah, there was a part where I was. This is how I would do the videos. I'd be like, "This is day one of trying to get LeBron to wear my hat," and then you go through here and be like, "Look, okay, so this UN hat, he's worn this like multiple times. I could definitely." Right before that, I said, "Here's how I do it. I just Googled LeBron James in a hat, and yeah, so that's what this guy's calling out here."
Yeah.
We didn't need to go on that side.
That's okay. You do.
It's pretty funny. I'm glad that he's like little things that make people laugh that are like that wasn't really funny, but it's because. Like they're connecting, like that's a good signal to me. I like that.
Or if you want to, divert from the main quest and go collect 10 wolf pelts real quick, we can do that anytime you want.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Last episode, agency sucked. This episode, brand owner suck. I didn't even realize that we did that, but that is true.
That's awesome too, honestly.
Yeah. I work at a brand and we don't control the projections we're given. They just come from the CFO, but they do feel like they're just made up. How would I suggest, how you suggest I bring this up, or should I? Yeah, it's probably
I just gotta say, hold on, like before just jumping in, like, yes, you do kind of like they're not even seeing the people within their own organization as like you know what I mean? I think they got like a problem here.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it's your CFO who does it. If he's your CFO, you guys do control it's not like you got handed projections from some other entity and was like, you got to hit these numbers. Like, that's what happens at an agency. Like, here are the projections.
Big brands are like that too, though.
I hear that.
Marketing team's like, I'm like, how do you guys come up with your projections? And they're like, no.
I hear that, but that's like,
good.
That's even more than like we've done a lot of soul searching here in our like new efforts with or at least I have, with like trying to kind of make a new service for brands and like making content. And like, it's very different from how we've gone about it in the past where we had an agency who had clients. And I think that it makes sense. Like, oh, these are two different entities. Let's just make a different one that kind of interacts with that brand a little bit differently. But yeah, it's a whole other issue internally when you're like, oh, the left hand isn't talking to the right hand. And I mean,
right.
Honestly, I think that we could throw out a lot of ideas, but like, that sounds like a problem that if you have control over the projections themselves, I doubt you have control over how anybody how the right hand and the left hand talk to each other.
Here's my suggestion to George Brown. Make sure your LinkedIn's updated, dust off the resume, maybe tap your connections, see if there's any other opportunities out there, because the way you're talking doesn't seem like you're going to be at this job long. Not that you're going to get fired. You just seems like you're already out, like you don't want to be there.
I've noticed we also collect a lot of viewers with the last name Brown. We've had multiple James Browns, George Brown.
Yeah.
I mean, probably other Browns.
Leroy Brown.
So yeah, downtown Leroy Brown every time.
Was he the baddest man in the whole damn town or the fattest man?
I think he's the baddest.
Right. Because then it would be fat Leroy Brown, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That was a Friends bit, and you nailed it.
Love it. I
I
love it.
didn't. I don't know if you even knew it was a Friends bit, but
I picked up on it. I didn't remember how the part goes, but I just kind of ran with it.
More Jackie, please. Okay, this is kind of funny. Zoe's done this on 2 episodes in a row now. She just like phones a friend.
Okay.
She just FaceTimes somebody and she's like, so Jackie is her caretaker. I told you guys already that she basically has a caretaker. Jackie's her caretaker, but Jackie is also a real live lawyer who went to the University of Chicago. I said also because Adam, real live lawyer. Jackie's also a real live lawyer. So she's like, she lawyers at a lawyering place, like a lawyer shop. And then she like runs Zoe's business for her, and then also takes care of Zoe's personal life. Like it's pretty insane. So yeah, this person's calling for more Jackie. Rose Walker, I agree, more Jackie.
Yeah, I like how there are no rules
Mhm.
when you guys are podcasting. That's good stuff. She's like, yeah, call somebody. I don't care.
Yeah, she called Nick on the last one because he wasn't there, and she's
I love
just like,
it. You,
the FaceTime Nick.
it's good. You need somebody to shake it up for you. Like you need a shaker. Like,
Yeah. Plot twist. LeBron is a big fan of the pod. I like that. Solid comment. I'll be back when Shaq is back. See, that was like one of those ones where I was like,
oh, and
this is what I was afraid of.
Yeah, we're not looking chronologically either. Like there's some older comments mixed.
Oh,
in.
that's true. No, yeah, that's true. So anything more than 7 days can't make it.
Yeah.
So you're out. You can't make it. This is better than going to therapy for ADHD. That's Felix. Shout out Felix. How does Jackie manage her life and someone else's life? Does she date? Does Zoe pay her as much as being a lawyer pays her? I have so many questions. Honestly,
Same.
good points. Lucas W4766 makes some excellent points.
I think that the real easiest answer would be like they should just date each other because that's basically the relationship I have with my wife. Like
she's just your caretaker.
Yeah, you handle a lot of this stuff, and that's great for me. Thank you.
This person just says I have ADHD and I love Pokemon.
I want to nominate that one as well. I don't want to like. I'm not saying it goes on the wheel automatically, but like.
Well, here we go. Maybe I don't know if this will sway you at all.
That would be acceptable.
Like Zoe was like, I knew I had ADHD, and I'm like, I freaking like love Pokemon, so I should have known I was autistic.
I get that it references the video perfectly.
So he's saying like, exactly I have ADHD and I love Pokemon. Oh shit.
I get it, but it's also perfectly fitting in whatever context on any YouTube thread. I see a lot of YouTube comments. You can comment that on any YouTube video that's in existence and you'll get a couple of likes. Like somebody be like, yeah, I also have ADHD and love Pokemon. Like
day one of commenting until LeBron wears the dad gang hat. That's funny. He's referencing my idea of like day one of trying to get LeBron to wear my hat. Yeah.
I think that's good. That's somebody who absorbed the video for sure. Big time.
Yeah. That one's old. John changing outfits mid episode. Yeah. Cause the ad read, I did the ad read at a different time.
Fresh one, hot off the press.
Jeff, know what Neurospicy is like. My attorney business partner is like this, super brilliant, but it's like holy crap. Way to get it in there, Adam. Also, way to just subtly drop that you're a lawyer. You know.
Well, I mean,
got to come up in here and tell everybody you're a lawyer. What?
You've told everybody like 4 or 5 times.
No,
that's cool.
That's the bit, Casey.
I get the bit, John. I'm bitten the bit.
Awesome.
Oops. Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, if they watch the video today, they know.
Oh, that is today's drop, huh?
Yeah. Awesome. Nice gallery wall. These are all older. Okay. Oh, this is just heart you, Zoe. That's nice. Cute. All right. What are you leaning toward?
The Pokemon one, I think we already threw one up from this video, right?
We did have one. We did have one. I like the Pokemon one. We have one.
I like the ADHD Pokemon one. I mean, 2 is a loose number I was throwing out. If there's more than 2, that's fine. But like, yeah, go ahead because I don't want to feel like you were boxed out of like any decision making.
How you feeling about 20% less annoying already got a spot, and then this one? Are you like, does that hit you hard enough that now that you've read them all?
I can't see what you're trying to get me to see.
Bart's description of clients loving you one day, then hating you the next day is so.
Oh, I see what happened. I started looking at a replay that was going on instead of the live video. My bad. Bart's description of clients loving you one day, then hating. Oh, I mean, if you wanted to put that one up, I definitely agree too. I'd say there's about 3 comments that are all really good here. So
related well.
I liked the day one of commenting with the LeBron hat kind of thing too. Like that one was also.
Dude, let's just throw everyone on the wheel, dude. Like if we like it, let's throw it on the wheel. If we're like, waffling on it. Those 3 are good. So
Love it.
there's more comments on this one. It gets more wheel spots. I think that's fair. So Matthias shouldn't have even started trying to say that one. Trying to say that name.
Matias Sonchicho.
Little ASMR wheel content for you while I gather these. Halfway through, 20% less annoying. That is a pretty good one.
All right.
LeBron is a big fan of the pod.
Is that good ASMR?
Oh, day one of commenting until LeBron. Yeah. I have ADHD. I love Pokemon. That is at Alex dash.
Oh, I could have been helping with that probably.
2G2. It's all right.
You're killing it though. I'm here for emotional support.
Because of like your setup, I don't even know if you have like access to your keyboard half the time.
It's around. It's really just out of reach, but I do a little lean and then I'm good to go.
It's in the vicinity. You could get to it in an emergency.
I have better access to my mouse.
Thought you were going to go dirty with that. I don't know why.
Well,
you're like, yep, I always got access to that. It's right there.
It's true.
All right, man. Back to this channel for today's video, and then we'll go back to the checkout, and then we'll spin this wheel and give away some tickets. Sorry, this took a little longer than I thought it would, but this is the game, guys.
Gang. Let's lightning round through it a little bit then. All
right, cool.
Let's pick up the pace.
Love how you're using.
I'm excited with the return of the wheel. I'm getting excited too.
Yeah. Love how you're using Chris D'Elia's humor to brainstorm marketing strategies. Yep, that is what we were doing there.
That's a good first one. Bar setter.
Yep. The small phone ad idea is genius. I can totally picture Chris D'Elia roasting someone for having a tiny phone. Not bad. Yeah, okay. John Quinn and Casey are like two Okay. All right. Christian, you went hard on this comment. I'm going to try and deliver it. The thing is, I feel like I'm going to
GPT 1,000,000,000%.
I feel like I'm going to botch the delivery here, but here we go. Are like two comedian. You said it's Chat GPT.
This is Chat GPT 1,000,000%. This was like Chat GPT. Analyze this video, please.
Wow, that is some serious allegations here, Christian. What do you have to say about these allegations?
He's like, yeah.
Do you need to lawyer up? Adam's a lawyer.
Man.
The two comedic detectives trying to crack the case of viral content. They analyzed Chris D'Elia's podcast clips not for clues to a murder mystery, but for inspiration to create hilarious marketing ideas. Imagine if Sherlock Holmes used his incredible observational skills to sell phone cases instead of solving crimes. That's basically what they're doing here. M-dash, except instead of elementary, my dear Watson, it's more like elementary, my dear viral video. It's tough to slip into the British accent. Sorry about it. They're on a mission to make you laugh. There's a read more on this while selling you stuff. Because who needs a sales pitch when you can have a punchline?
I mean, okay, this is going to be controversial, and I can't. I'm afraid to study this president, but I like it a lot.
No! Oh, we're gonna have so many Chat GPT comments on our videos now.
I'm kind of okay with that, but like, punch it up. You know what I mean? Like this feels like there could have been a couple punch ups, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Like this probably wasn't the very first response he got. You know what? And you know, if you take the time to bring the Chat GPT,
if you use a Chat GPT comment, write punch ups, right? Like, so don't let us. That's just obvious. You got to remember, we're in marketing, we're in copywriting. We know what Chat GPT spits out. We know what the AI, like all of the LLMs. You could have used Grok for this. You could have used what's the other one that Microsoft does? I can't remember, but yeah, Anthropic or whatever. That's not Microsoft. Like we know what they spit out. So you got to punch them up. But I mean, I like the effort. I like thinking outside the box. Nobody else did that. I think that's worth a spot on the wheel. One spot. You don't get more than one spot for doing the same thing, though. Yeah.
No. Yeah. No. I think that's. I mean, or we might not even know if he did it.
Yeah. If we don't know, then that's great. And if he's like, it's not. And also, Christian, I wouldn't try and defend yourself that it's not Chat GPT, because if it's not and we think it is, that's almost worse. Like if you wrote that. I mean, honestly, it's kind of good writing, but like it's like wow, like weird, like wow, that's how your brain works.
So Adam, going straight to the flattery, the facial hair.
Yeah.
And he threw in a hashtag. I mean, I don't know if that's that wins you over at all.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel?
It makes me feel good because, especially, considering you didn't even notice the mustache at first.
I mean, go pull up the video and like watch it back. You'll see that it was not very clear with the lighting you had.
Yeah, it was like a 2-hour stream. I'm not going to find that spot, but
Well, it was like
there are
mostly
people
the whole
here.
stream.
There are witnesses. Somebody in the chat back me up. Casey didn't even notice I had a mustache until
That's true. I didn't, but that same person backed me up. It was not noticeable until you changed the lighting, and then it was like, oh, clearly, yeah, obviously
Yeah.
now.
Look, you know what?
You were lurking in the shadows while we were podcasting, John, like you always do.
Look,
And frankly, I'm sick of it.
the Tep man knows the moves. He knows flattery gets him one spot. So
Is this the last video, by the way, or are we?
no, there's one more.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's move.
So
Nesquik was back in the
one
day.
spot for flattery to the Tepster. Here I go again, trying to win the $25 giveaway. Cross my fingers and wish me luck, guys. Look, not worth a wheel spot.
Out, but Christian's already on the wheel too, so that's
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, I'm an expert at marketing. I do it for a living. This is well presented, and I love Brian Callen. Yeah, I mean, that's great. That's what we're looking for.
I like it, honestly. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like a call out. Clearly, Tabitha watched because
Like she's saying, I'm credible, and this is credible.
I like it. And like clearly she watched because like we mentioned Brian Callen in it, but like he's not in the title. She didn't
Yes.
come here looking for Brian Callen. Like that makes me believe like, oh, you actually do know this group of people.
Right.
Yeah. Otherwise, like, why would you pick that random guy who's getting dunked on throughout our entire episode?
Yes.
Is your favorite. So I'm in.
That was worth a wheel spot. Nesquik was good back in the day. He's you said comment your favorite cereal.
Oh, Nesquik cereal.
I don't know if Felix uses the same word for cereal we use.
Nesquik cereal. That's or maybe in Romania they have different types of cereal. I don't know. But
Right.
considering he's the only one who did it, now that we're looking back on him, I think Felix definitely deserves a spot.
Yeah, he followed. He understood the assignment. Sort of. He followed the assignment. You know.
Yeah.
He gets.
He did. There's no way we can confirm or deny whether Nesquik is a cereal in Romania.
What do you think about this? She was the first comment. She got in quick within the first hour of the video. I got it. That's respect for that.
I mean, I'll say this. It is setting a precedent, and you either have to be like, just this time ever, or like never again, or you got to be like, I guess every time we're doing first comment, which is a slippery slope.
How about this?
And
If
I will
she's not
also
on the
say-
wheel already.
I will say Charlene or Charlene, not sure
I've
pronunciation.
been saying Charlene, but it could be Charlene.
She's on the wheel already too. So
Okay.
I don't know
I
if it's
think
worth
first-
a second spot.
I think first comment is worth a spot if you don't already have a wheel spot. That's going to be the rule.
Fair. As long as it is first comment. Nothing's worse than when somebody goes like first and they're third. Like that's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
get real. Can come back, snap back to reality. Oh,
Is this
no
true?
gravity. Nesquik had their own version of Cocoa Puffs. I am unfamiliar with Nesquik's game,
Well,
but I mean, Nesquik is by Nestle, so like,
we took a
technically-
sidetrack into TI. So,
bro, technically Nestle owns all of the cereals. I think probably. If you guys don't know, Nestle owns the world. Like they own like 80% of the food and beverage brands or something crazy. You know better than I do, John. Right? Did you
Yeah.
actually do a video on Nestle?
yeah,
or were you just-
no. I mean, yeah, so there's two major players in candy, even, and it's Nestle and Mars.
Yeah, it's like all
Nestle owns a lot of food and beverage brands. Yes,
yeah, like way
food
more than
specifically. Beverage is pretty much owned by Coca-Cola and Pepsi.
that. Might be all I'm thinking is food brands.
Okay. Yes, I think that Nesquik cereal is most similar. Yeah. Okay. I was unfamiliar.
Attaboy, Felix.
Good job, Felix. Way to
Teaching
come
us
in
something.
clutch. I feel old. You're younger than us, and we didn't know about it. So, shush.
Yeah.
So,
Nah.
Okay, last video.
Let's hit it.
I'm doing this every time so that they know how to find it at the Checkout Podcast because I didn't link it, and I feel like people know how to type. All right, cool. Only 9 comments here. Blooper at the end is my favorite part of the episode. Yeah, that actually, okay, real quick. Oof, it's deep in there.
Go.
You're gonna want to scroll up. There you go. Oh, not that deep.
We come up with a few and then we let them pick between maybe.
Mhm.
All right.
Next homework for next
We'll,
pod.
we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Maybe we get some name suggestions from them, and then it's like a tournament or something like that. I don't know.
Comment
We'll
down
come
below.
up with something. That sounds like a lot of work. I don't know if I'm going to do all that work, but we'll come up
Yeah.
with something.
A tournament.
Okay, bye. Does that make sense? Yeah. No. Do you disagree? Are you guys going to talk? This is a podcast. You got to talk.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's why I put it in there, because I was like, the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah, what do you think we're here to do?
They're just silently sitting there.
You forget that like not everybody has done like 300 episodes of podcasting like we have.
Well, I didn't kick it. I usually kick it to somebody. I think I said that next. Like I usually am like, Bart, I wanted to kick it to you on this like I usually make the conversation, that first pivot from me to somebody else. I usually make it smooth, but I just like stop talking, and they're like,
You
okay,
do
we
find
talked.
yourself in
Who
like
talks
the
now?
driver role on a lot of podcasts that you've been a part of, like driving the show, kind of flipping it to people. But if I was there, I would have been like, well, I mean, I'm not going to leave dead air here. What are we doing? Like, I'll jump
Especially
in.
after I was like, yeah, no, what?
We got that chemistry. You know what I mean? Like 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen molecule makes water.
I don't know. I feel like this is worth a wheel spot. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, toss them on there.
I mean,
I like it.
At this point, I do wonder. I'm not okay. So there we go. I'm not sure I agree with this statement. However, you defended it well. Thanks for the information.
I like sorry, Felix threw something in the chat and I like it. Post a viral White Monster video until they sponsor.
We thought about Monster, but like Monster, similarly to Red Bull, all of the content is like extreme sports. So it's like I don't think that we could, like, we thought about challenge videos where it's like we gave ourselves 1 week to get Pepsi to hire us, or to get Cheetos to hire us, or something like that. But like I don't think that we could get Monster or Red Bull to do it, because it's all extreme sports stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, Felix, I know you were doing a bit, and I just like
You
stepped
dutied
up.
on it, man.
I'm not sure I agree with the statement. However, you defended it well. Thanks for the information. So basically, yeah, you can make money or build wealth, but not both. And I'm not going to play you the whole thing, but the core premise is that like there are some businesses that like are really good at it as a cash grab, and then there's some businesses that where you don't really make that much money, but like the business becomes like Mark Zuckerberg did not make that much money for a super long time, and then Facebook got became a huge asset, and even still he probably doesn't make that much money. He just has a lot of net worth value.
I think we should make the hard fast rule. I'm looking at Lenny's comment. Like if they link a time code like that, I think that warrants like, okay, let's click on it and see what happens in the next like 10 seconds or whatever.
Of course. Like, how
See
did
what
you
they
expect it to go? Does somebody have a
don't worry
landline
about it.
telephone?
It's a landline, yeah.
Is that a landline that just rang?
no, I don't know why that's my ringer. It's just oldest guy on the pod. Just let it go.
Jeez. Your grandma's calling. Or you need
All right. Question was, how are t-shirts going?
Yeah, how are t-shirts going so far? How did you expect it to go? How is it going? Yeah.
Damn,
all right.
John, you know what? I
Yes.
got to throw this out here. Because we just came from literally doing like a brainstorm about that. Have you seen videos where like they have different generations like separated with like a divider or like around 2 sides of a corner, and they go like, how do you meme like rolling down a window? And the like older people are like, and the younger people are like, like, how do you meme like picking up the phone or like dialing a phone? And they're like doing the like circle thing or something, like, and the kids are like,
Yeah. I have seen those. Yeah.
those are good. That would be something, if you have it handy, you could throw onto our brainstorm doc, because that's an easy one.
I don't have it for the dads or
Yeah, that's
All right.
low hanging fruit for the notes that we had going. I don't know. Anyway, total sidetrack. I'll read the next comment.
Yeah, it's not like I've got not like I'm doing a bunch of stuff over here.
I did like that. I'm cool if you want to add Lenny there or not. I'll go to the next
I
comment.
think we need to consider Lenny. Definitely shot a lot of shots, and a lot of them are pretty good. So
Yeah, no, I agree. Lenny is a
think through. I don't know if we
real
want to-
contender for a
Yeah.
second spot for sure.
Dad doing.
Next comment here from Ramjaz Yadav. Ramyaz maybe?
Yeah, that would have been one of those ones that I'm like Ram. Sorry, I even started,
Ramyaz-
guys. I'm not even going to try.
I'm guessing Ramyas Yadav, but that's
Ramja Syadav.
it could be that Siadov or something. I don't know.
Zoe,
Sorry,
can
Ram.
you just okay? This is funny. He should have time coded this, but this is. Let's see if I can find it.
This is why I was saying it's a good hard fast rule. Like if they time code it,
He should have time coded this because that would have been.
this is questionable podcasting.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I found it. I found it.
All right.
Sold. You
You
know.
saved this? Why?
Because I think it's an excellent example of products as marketing. Look at that
Wait,
one. the
also,
spikes.
how
Look at the
fitting is the foreplay button that you have on your Instagram?
Yeah. It goes with the foreplay button. I think if you were a brand that sold like either were like a sex like company, right? Oh, I guess we should tell the audio listeners what we're looking at. Zoe, would you like to tell the audio listeners what we're
No,
looking at?
please don't make me do
Nice,
that.
John.
That's what he was referencing.
Good job. Nice.
Uh,
you know how to get viewers or listeners. No, I love the like accusatory tone she used. It'd be like, "You saved this? Why?" Like,
yeah.
But she also doesn't know you have a problem where you save like 100 different.
Oh yeah. She doesn't know how deep my saved folders on Instagram and TikTok.
You're like, well, the real answer is I saved that because I also saved the 5 things I saw before that and the 5 things I saw right after that. So
IG knows what I want.
yeah. No, I think there's a high hit rate of like things that it feeds you to like what makes it to the saved version. You've shown me and you're like, and like just scrolling, showing me different like examples of things that you've saved. And then you're like, so that was all today. And I'm like, oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's more than I've ever saved in my entire life.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So I think that was a good one. Having a Facebook group for your company is like having for UX designers. That's a great reference to the episode that Bart talks about how he like has a Facebook group and he workshops hats design with them. I mean, 20. Okay. So
Lenny, have you told us what you actually do? I feel like Lenny,
yeah, Lenny, do you have like a job or are you just chilling or?
like Lenny gets a lot of the stuff we talk about.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. Could be in
Charlene
the
has entered the chat. You've got some spots on the wheel for the giveaway, Charlene. Charlene or Charlene? Will you spell that phonetically because we are going all over the place with it.
Alpha Bravo Charlie.
Yeah, Lenny, tell us what you do. But yeah, that is like a pretty, I mean, honestly, to me, it's probably worth another wheel spot, but this is going to be a Lenny heavy wheel if we
Lenny's a pre-K teacher. I think it should get harder to get each subsequent spot. Like I think Lenny is probably in the 2 spot like zone, but 3 is tough. And 3 is really
low right now. She's got,
I think we should learn from our triple cross experience and not overload the wheel with like the same people too much. And just have it be a higher threshold to get those bonuses.
I think she only has 1 right now.
Yeah. No, I think Lenny's in 2 territory.
For sure. No. Yeah. We didn't give her the 1 for the ringtone. Did she even run for the ringtone?
I think it's almost like Fibonacci sequence, like,
yeah,
for like the first one, you need 1 good comment. Then you need like 2 more good comments and like, all right, we'll give you a second one because you got 2 more good ones. So okay. I think we should toss Lenny up there again for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now, do we have any others?
Yeah, there are more. You guys should do a whole episode breakdown of fidget spinners. I mean, that's a decent comment. I don't know if it's worth a wheel spot or not, but just so you guys kind of like understand what he's referencing, this person in the thumbnail is the person who made fidget spinners a thing. He's one of the co-hosts of the podcast, and Zoe used her phone a friend on him this week. There he is being phoned as a friend.
Dude, if anybody cared enough, I think we actually did that back on ModCom, like on our first podcast.
Oh yeah, I'm not even gonna.
No, I mean, I'm just saying it exists. It's Modern Commerce on YouTube if you wanted to look for it. But like we did a whole 100 episodes of a channel that we never talk about with people.
Dude,
so.
We've done so much stuff.
I think Felix knows about that one though too. Felix has followed us around.
Felix is a deep fan.
You should plug your own channel in the chat too. Like you have your own.
Felix has been, honestly, if you guys do kind of like the content that we're doing, Felix has been doing daily vlogs and they're pretty good.
Yeah.
They're solid. I watch a lot of them. So yeah, anyway, I think that is a decent comment. I don't know if it's worth a spot on the wheel. It's a good suggestion. What do you feel?
It's a solid suggestion. It feels like just on the short side of it, but that's up to you.
Okay. Yep. 2931 fresh coat. Okay, so Lenny's got 2 spots now. She's like really got to deliver.
There's
here.
2 more comments though, so
Yeah,
like she
No, we
really have
haven't
to hit
sold a
both of
million
these out
hats
of
to
the park.
date, so
Well,
that would be a pretty bad move.
You're
Um,
already expanded.
No, we haven't sold a million hats to date, so that would be a pretty bad move.
You're
um,
already selling hoodies. You haven't even sold a million hats yet.
Yeah, what are you
Yeah.
doing? Go back to that hat.
But after selling, thousands and thousands of that trucker hat, it's like, okay, now let's try tan. And now
I think she time coded it just a bit late. He's basically saying that he's wearing a hoodie that they're dropping right now. So I think she's saying it's a fresh hoodie.
Gotcha. Oh, watch Zoe closely, she says. Oh, fresh coat of nail polish, maybe something like that.
Oh, what a freaking expanded.
no, we
Dang,
haven't sold a
Felix-
million hats to
Felix got a
date, so
couple
that would be
subs.
a pretty bad move.
You're
Um,
already selling hoodies. You haven't even sold a million hats yet.
Oh,
Yeah, what are you
Yeah.
doing? Go back to that hat.
Lip gloss.
But-
not
But
nails.
after selling, thousands and thousands of that trucker hat,
Lip
it's like,
gloss.
okay, and then we'll expand it to a different color.
Was
We
it a
haven't
joke?
sold. I don't know. I think all jokes have a little bit of,
Yeah, truth to it.
yeah.
Did
so-
you guys end up selling a million of it before you expanded?
no, we haven't sold a million hats to
Wow.
date, so that would be.
It's
Lenny.
girl stuff, John. It's girl stuff. You know,
Yeah.
we don't know about that.
Okay. Yeah. So she's got a couple here. You all seem pretty low on product expansion. I heard a podcast the other day with Sean from Ridge Wallet, and he's super bullish on it. I heard that same podcast, and I don't know what this person said. I think he's just kind of saying like, "Hey,
All right, John, and just tell everybody really quick for the record who commented that.
a YouTube user,
Yeah.
Shabna Tripathi."
No,
It's not. If we
I mean,
start
hey,
doing
I understand
impersonation-
it's a name, but like, there's a -V9W at the end. I think you're allowed to like do a mispronunciation joke on that one.
What does YouTube do with just default usernames? This feels like one of those kind of things, but
I don't know. I have no idea, honestly. That's a wild name.
like TikTok does like user 978954382. Yeah.
They're like, hey, there are names with hyphens in them, but there are no names with the number 9 in them. That's not a name.
Is that a Batman symbol in your name?
Yeah, that'd be sick.
All
All right, last comment.
okay. You have a
Who
fine,
else?
vigorous mustache. You clearly come from superior stock. The stash is getting thick. Is this a reference to something? This feels like a reference, like a movie reference. Or maybe she's just going for flattery.
That's a reference that Lenny wants you to take her out on a date.
I'm a married man. Jeez.
You're looking thick, boy.
Hey, between fresh coat and that, do you think that's worth another wheel spot?
I feel pretty good about. I feel like we can't set too easy of a precedent to give out like a third spot. I feel like
Okay.
Lenny has put up like a clinic, and it's a definite 2. But we got to make.
She's on the verge of a third spot. That's like about as close you could get to a third spot without getting. So yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. It's gonna be hard to get more than 3 spots.
Yeah, 2
But
even. But yeah,
what
Oh.
if it was a Bob's Burgers reference? I actually think it was. And that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
I think
she
it was a
did
Bob's
say
Burgers reference. Look it up on Google. Okay, of course. I mean, we've had a couple side quests here. So
Okay,
what?
I love it. I just love the random rabbit holes.
At Wayfair, we're game for every
All right,
style.
no YouTube
There you
premium.
go. It's money.
Charades. I'll you now. Come
No
join
big.
us.
Oh no, that's okay.
Yeah, it's valuable for us wealthy men to understand a worker's perspective.
Yes, and you have a fine, vigorous mustache. You clearly come from superior stock.
Oh, thanks, I guess.
Have fun talking men's stuff in the drawing room, which I haven't even seen yet.
I'm not gonna have fun, Lynn. I don't like brandy or cigars. One sip, one.
Okay. I mean, I do appreciate a reference, and
You do
probably
clearly come from superior stock, John. That's
I also read as somebody who's seen Bob's Burgers, right? Like I'm giving Bob's Burgers fan.
yeah, I could see that.
I think she could probably like. There's a chance she just took a shot. Like I bet John's seen this and he'll get the reference, which I
Not a bad
appreciate.
stab. It's not a bad
Um,
stab.
Okay, does that tip you or no?
It's not for me to say. This is about your thick mustache, boy. So you got to decide.
All right, that's
You don't put that
that's-
evil on me.
What did I say? I said she's about as close as you could get without, So I think the reference tips it over. That's a clinic
Wow.
in how to get 3 spots. It's tough though. We waffled on it. No. Okay. Well, now you dig yourself a hole. You should have been like, yeah, totally. Thought you were someone who likes Bob's Burgers. I appreciate the honesty. Honesty works too. All right,
Wait, is Christian on here more than once?
let's see. Lenny, Charlene. Didn't never spell it phonetically. Ricardo, Matthias, Alex, Edward, Christian, the Tepster, Tabitha, Felix, that person, Lenny, Ramja, and Lenny again. Lenny is the only multiple entry here.
Yeah, I was gonna say I mean, it's probably best not to like do
You're
this,
right.
but it feels like Christian was close to a 2-game too. I know he was active, so
Shots on
but
goal helps, but also it's like you know,
there was the whole GPT scandal.
that's true. That's true.
But it was good stuff. Just keep throwing the heat, Christian. Just keep throwing that heat. You'll get a 2-game in for sure.
All right, I'm not doing the thing like I'm not gonna like keep being a tease here. We're not gonna keep fluffing. We're not gonna keep edging. We're just gonna spin this wheel. You ready?
Just, John, remind everybody what the prize is real quick.
I'm gonna buy somebody some tickets to a stand-up show. I will spend up to $100. So if you want to, like, we're both big comedy fans. We're big believers in like stand-up comedy. So whatever your city is, or whatever the closest city is to you, you know, I say you should find somebody who's coming to one of the like comedy clubs, not someone who's coming and playing a theater, and you should go watch something in the comedy club. But if your favorite comic is coming and doing a theater, I'll spot you $100 for it. And you're probably going to have to, you know, like I said, if it's Kevin Hart, you're going to have to still pay. What's the wheel for? Richard, we're giving away some stand-up comedy tickets. Just said that whole thing. Maybe he just
That's
got
the
that
wrong message of mine that you hit, but that's okay.
LOL.
I said comedy tickets right after that.
Casey, this is a lie. You did not laugh out loud.
I laughed out loud in my head.
Adam's making jokes about stand-up comedy, dad jokes. All right, let's stop this. No more edging.
right.
We're doing it. Let's go.
And the winner of stand-up comedy
Oh, no way. Okay. Oof.
is Tabitha Olsen 873. Come on down.
Tabitha Olsen 873. If you're here, shoot me. Well, I remember how we did this last time. We responded. So it's not this video. Yeah. So Tabitha Olsen won. Congrats to Tabitha. I don't know if you heard me when it was slowing down right here. If you heard me go, no. Old habits die hard.
Yeah, don't do that to people. That's okay.
It's Adam. It was Adam.
I didn't even realize that.
Joke. Yeah.
All right. No, then it's okay.
Adam won so much on our old podcast that it was like we just couldn't help ourselves. Whenever Adam won, we're like, damn it.
Yeah, I mean, you root for. I mean, Adam's a small haul guy. He only wants a limited amount of winners, and he wants repeat winners. We like to see a big haul. You know, we like to see all kinds of winners.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just find maybe the video, and this is how I'll do this if you guys ever don't make a stream, so you don't have to come back and like watch the full 2 hours or whatever.
But do anyway.
Look, yeah, watch the VOD. Remember when we were trying to remember the name of it the other day? What is it when you watch a stream after the fact? It's a VOD, a video on demand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which, by the way, if you need something else to watch right after this, because we're pretty much done here, go watch our Crystalia video today on John's channel. That was sick.
If you haven't already watched it, yes, Casey drove. It was different, and I liked it.
I drove that one. I'm on the other side of the screen and everything. That's how you know. And funny clips in there. And I texted it to Megan, and I was like, if we ever get, and I think this is just like good to know for anybody who is not organically coming to this channel. It's like, I just said, hey, if we ever get too boring at any one moment, just like skip until you hit the next video that we watch. And then like we refresh that sometimes, you know, like, because we can go a little long sometimes, but that's okay.
I think Tabitha might have been on this one. Yeah, she was the one who validated us.
Hey, I'm really happy Tabitha won. I mean,
yeah,
everybody did a good job, but that was like the first one we put on the wheel. That's a good point. Next time when we enter the names, we should almost put the video that it came from, so you know.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you know just from the order, kind of like. since we just add to the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, especially if there's a lot of videos that we have to get through. We also will get better at being more efficient, like running through these two. I think over time we tend to get better.
I think generally we want to be at like 45, 50 minutes, not an hour.
Yeah, I'm not trying to. Yeah, I'm not trying to like, we're not trying to be fluffers here. We're trying to like be the main chick. We're trying to get right to the action. I'm not trying to tease you. Anything? I mean, look, sometimes we sit around and chat on these afterwards. You guys we're not doing any more giveaways. You guys want to hang out and chat? Anything you wanted to chat about this week, Casey? Anything on your
AMA? A little 15-minute AMA here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they can AM. They can ask us anything. But also, I just wanted to know if you wanted to chit chat. I finished the Silo series, by the way. It's good.
In silo, in the silo,
What you doing with that?
No, I mean, I'm exactly where I was, just watching the TV show.
Waiting for the next season.
Yeah. So, but I do need to start the books because that's a series I'm gonna read.
Yeah.
Listen to. Do you still say read when you listen?
Yes, unless people know me, then I say listen, but I say read when I'm talking about it so that people think I'm smarter.
Attaboy. Smart.
Yeah.
Always deceive people you don't know very well. That's a good life lesson.
It's just a generally good policy. I usually tell them I was like ex Major League Baseball player too. Also a good policy.
Boy, what position?
What you need?
What position didn't I play?
The main thing when you lie to people about your background is to not answer specific questions.
That's a good point.
So you got to keep the lies simple,
You're like, I was the bullpen right fielder.
What? I don't know if that's a thing. Let's see. Did you ask? I feel like I'm just like, hey, did you ask your mom if we could play tomorrow? Did you ask your mom/wife if you could go to Las Vegas with me next week?
I did ask, and she said it's okay.
And she said it's all right.
I can come out and play.
Did she give you a note? Like, can I confirm? Was there a permission note that I can see?
You're just gonna have to take my word for it.
All right, cool. Well, then I will buy you a plane ticket, and we will
do it to get on an aeroplane.
If anybody lives in Vegas, I'm doing a live episode of the Checkout next week, or lives near Vegas, I'm doing a live episode of the Checkout next week. And if you do live near Vegas, then say something, and I'll give you the details and get you
the live studio audience.
Get you tickets to it. Yeah, a live episode. What do people call it? A live episode, like on a stage?
Oh, you are doing okay.
Yeah.
I thought I was making a joke because I thought it was like
like it's on stage. I think that's usually what it's called in like I think when people do podcast tours, right? We're doing like live episodes.
Well, yeah, but they don't normally. Yeah, fair. Yeah.
When they
it's podcast tour, we used to do live remote podcast.
I know podcast tour can mean different things. Sometimes people mean that they're like doing a tour of guesting, like Andrew Schultz has been on everything lately.
Yeah,
I don't know if you noticed that. He was on Shay. He was on Rogan.
He's on everything.
You don't love him, huh?
He's fine. He's okay. It's more like the Venn diagram of him. Like I can't stand the him and Charlemagne thing. I'm just like that show is so cringy.
I've never even known him from that show though.
No, I know, but he's so like that's what happens is like a lot of people feel that way about Rogan, right? Where it's like you kind of become so big, you're like, I see it about as much of like stuff I hate with him in it as I do like stuff I like with him in it. And that's kind of what's happened with Schultz. So it helps to be early to those guys. So
that's a good point. Yeah. Anyway, and then Casey's coming with me, and we'll probably shoot some in-person episodes of Dark Mode and maybe some other content.
Lonely days are gone. I'm coming home.
Dude, is there anything exciting happening right now? We could talk sports here too. If you'd like my thoughts on the Luka trade, I think
4 people who are left.
Yeah, I think that
Felix's favorite team is the Lakers now.
I think that there are legitimately some Dallas Mavericks fans who think that it or thought maybe not now because like Anthony Davis is hurt like he always is, I think, but I think there were the Dallas Mavericks fans who legitimately thought like, I think this actually might be a good trade. We traded for defense for sure. And Anthony Davis is really good when he's playing. So if there were fans who thought that, I got to think there was probably some people in the org who also thought that. So all this stuff, like there's like conspiracy theories about it, that they're trying to tank the team because I think the owner like owns casinos and he wants to build a casino with the what do you call it, stadium or arena or whatever, and then he got like denied by the state, and so he's trying to be like, well, I'll tank your basketball team then, as if they don't have more like they don't also have the Rockets. But yeah, that I think is kind of a stretch. I think there's like probably a good chance some people in the org thought this is a win now strategy. It's not, but I think that's what they know.
It's not.
Yeah.
And in Niners world, you know, we're about to pay Brock Purdy like $50 million a year.
He deserves it. You know,
I'm down.
Guy can finally move out of his parents' basement.
We signed Mac Jones, which, Adam, what's up? Thanks for the hand-me-down quarterback.
Mac Jones is a backup.
Mac Jones is a backup.
Yeah.
He's a solid I mean, yeah, he's a good backup, I think.
Yeah. I'm making the wrong comp because, you know, did you guys have Sam Darnold as a backup or you wanted him?
Yeah, we had him as our backup the year before he went off Minnesota last year. Yeah, he got it off. Actually, so he's now I don't know if you know this, but he got signed by the Seahawks. He's the new Seahawks quarterback, and he he accredited Brock Purdy as like the number one guy he brought up that helped him like turn his career around, which is hilarious because like it's a younger guy.
Yeah.
But he was like, I just saw the way he went about it, and he changed the way I look at the game. And I'm like, that's such high praise for a younger quarterback. Like,
for sure,
who was ahead of you on the depth chart. Like, honestly, respect. And it's now a division rival. Like,
yeah,
that's crazy. I've never heard a Seahawks player say such nice things about the 49ers.
I just wanted to point this is a minute ago, but Lenny G says ATX has Moon Tower Comedy Fest, which makes me think that Lenny G might be in ATX, which is Austin.
Which is
there's tons of good comedy. Look at who's coming to the mothership.
Yeah, the mothership would be cool to go to for sure.
Tons of good comedy in Austin. In Casey's opinion, best city for comedy in the country right now.
Yeah. Yep. I definitely think so.
Adam said BD ruined him in New England. I actually really hope he can find a place to do.
Dude, that's what we do though. We take Darnold's and we build them back
up. No. Hold on. I don't think that's you. I think that's just any former Jets quarterback.
Well, I mean,
that's been the pattern so far.
The Rams did it with Baker. You know what I mean? Like the NFC West is like rehab for quarterbacks. It's the same scheme too. It's the Shanahan scheme.
Zach Wilson is in the AFC West. Is that close enough?
Did he get like rehabbed really though? I don't know if he's like redeemed.
He's backing up still. He's still backing up Bo Nix.
Well, yeah, but like Darnold and Baker both broke out after their stints.
Right. And I mean, I don't know if Zach Wilson will get another starter shot. Lenny, if you're in Austin, so much good comedy in Austin. Yeah, you should just look at who's coming to the mother. I mean, whoever you want to go see. But yeah, if I can influence you at all, look who's coming to the mothership. Look up.
It's always stacked. Always.
Very good venue. Lots of good comedy there.
Kill Tony on Mondays.
Oh yeah, that's true. You could go to a Kill Tony episode. I don't know, man. If you're not a KT fan, I can't imagine it's a great like live. Like if you don't know what you're stepping into.
But it could suck you in. That's the thing about it is like it sucks you in like a culture that most can't. Most like podcasts can't.
How do you feel about feeling incredibly awkward for somebody? Because you're going to do that at a Kill Tony.
Oh yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
And you're going to be in person feeling awkward for them. Like it's one thing when you're watching it through a screen, and you're like, "Oh, this is bad. When is this minute up?" And it's a whole other thing when you're in person feeling like, "Oh God,
I don't think I feel that bad. I just shamelessly laugh at him. That's part of the show. You got to know what you sign up for. You know,
you shamelessly don't laugh at him is the thing. The thing is, it's like when people are bombing on there, I feel like the crowd is like, so if you bomb on Kill Tony, I think that what happens is they get like maybe 20, 30 seconds into a bomb. First couple jokes aren't very good. And then I think the crowd does a thing where it's like, they might even do a decent joke, but the crowd's like, don't laugh.
Well, it can go the other way too.
Face.
Even when you're bombing, as long as you're like endearing or you like respond honestly, like, wow, okay. Like people chuckle at that stuff a lot. Like when they just see the like cracks of like you breaking a little bit, like they like that.
Yeah.
I just don't like it when people like assume they're going to do good and then don't. That's the worst thing. You don't want to come out cocky.
So I think that this is like decently high praise for KT. Adam says KT can definitely suck you in. Right now, there is a group of people who have political beliefs that would just be out on Kill Tony from the jump because of his political beliefs. And I think Adam is part of that group from what I've gathered. Like basically, I think Adam's pretty left leaning and Tony couldn't be more of a Trumper. And you can still like the show. Like you can still think it's funny. So to me, I think that's like pretty high praise. If it's like, yeah, we can all laugh, you know?
Yeah, no, it's a silly show. It's just a good silly
Yeah.
time.
Zach Fox and then
Take
DJ
themselves
the next
less
night.
serious.
DJ, who's DJ? Who's she mean by that?
I don't know. I'm not sure who Zach Fox is, to be totally
Cat
honest.
City Comedy Club. Should we see who's coming?
Cap City's a big one for sure.
Craig Robinson is coming.
Nice.
Here, share this tab instead.
I heard Michelle Obama started a podcast with him.
With Craig Robinson?
Yeah, it's actually her brother, I think, whose name is Craig Robinson. But
Oh.
people were like, "What? We came here for Craig Robinson,"
No.
which is tough when you're a former first lady. Like,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
wait,
That's
the guy
that
from The
actually-
Office.
Because I think it would be like Michelle Obama and Craig Robinson. Like I'd probably listen
That'd
to that.
be a hell of a pairing, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly. Craig Robinson from The Office. Did you? Yeah. Let's see who else is going there. You know these people at all?
Oh,
Shannon
I've been
Middleton.
not. I was just staring blankly. Earthquake. Earthquake's a big name in comedy, big time.
Which one's Earthquake? Where's
Down
that?
and to the right.
Oh, right here. Earthquake is okay.
Yeah. He's like royalty kind of. He's like old school. Nicole,
kind of an
Nicole
older-
Byer is pretty popular. I mean, I don't know her as much as a stand-up, but she's on Netflix. Like, I
Got
think
it.
she's nailed it. Like, is it Cake too? Is that her?
Cake?
Is it Cake? Is like a game show on
No,
Netflix?
Is It Cake is hosted by that Saturday Night Live guy.
Oh, I thought it was her too. Nailed it though is
Yeah,
She's good.
Is It Cake
She's
is
funny.
hosted by that white dude from Saturday Night Live. Mikey, I think his name is Mikey something.
that is a skill where it's like they put you in some like corporate environment that's like really got the soul sucked out of it. Like I'm sure the script isn't like really funny, and to
Yeah.
like kind of like ingest some like it's not always like laugh out loud comedy either, but like plenty of personality. She's like a big personality and like fun to watch. Like that's not even like the people I think are the funniest comedians. Like that doesn't mean they can do that. She's good at that for sure. I don't know that I've seen her do stand up, but I'm sure she's funny.
Craig Robinson is tomorrow, so it's probably a little late for that one. If you were trying to say, well, it's this weekend. Look, if you're like set on Craig Robinson, I'll turn it around for you. Let me know. I'm saying that because I
Wait,
don't have faith in my ability to.
Lenny didn't win though, John.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I thought you were just like trying to help her out with
If
ideas.
if Tabitha also lived in ATX,
If Tabitha is also
dude,
from
look at that. Tabitha could get 2 GA tickets or even 2 balcony tickets. GA is probably better than balcony, honestly. I've had balcony before, and it's not as cool as you think it's going to be.
turns out Tabitha's from like Canada, so she's like, I mean, I'm not gonna go to
Hey,
Austin.
look, Ryan Long's coming up. I like Ryan Long. He's definitely more of a bro comic, though. So Tabitha does not seem like a bro.
Yeah. Well, we don't know.
Yeah, I guess in my head, Lenny had won. So we were like basically being like, all right, what should we?
I was wondering what you were doing. Oh, Tabitha's here. What's up, Tabitha?
Tabitha, you won.
Tabitha.
Were you
won.
here this whole time?
I like how it's the most conservative greeting too. Like, hello. Like, I like it. What's
It's
up,
like, you
Tabitha?
guys talking about me? Oh, Emily Catalano's going. She's funny. Cam Patterson's going to be there on the 5th.
Cam Patterson. I like
Cam
him.
Patterson, a KT product of Kill Tony.
I will say I don't know how good he'd be in like a long set though, like when he's the headliner. I mean, you see him in small bits.
Well, I don't
I've
think he
heard
ever
some,
does. I don't think
some
he
of
ever
his
does.
critics. I'm not one of his critics, but some of his critics say he kind of just like repeats the same sort of,
Oh, really?
pretty
Okay.
heavy on like the same tone, same kind of like, same sort of stuff. But I don't really think that. But to be fair, I've only seen him in the small sets. So like, I'm like, okay. But I
Yeah.
would trust somebody who went and saw him do a headlining set a lot more than that.
Chico Beans on Wild and Out. Wayne Brady is coming.
Does Wayne Brady have to choke a bitch?
Yeah. Dude, I was watching a kid's show the other day called Sophia the First, in case you're wondering. And there's a bunny character in there, and he's saying song called Blue Ribbon Bunny. And I was like, that's Wayne mother friggin' Brady
Yeah, boy.
in the Blue Ribbon Bunny. Blue Ribbon Bunny. I don't know any of the other people here.
Tabitha just did like a
Chris
drop
Kattan.
by hello and then never responded again.
Zach
Tabitha.
Fox is on Abbott Elementary. Who's the girl? She used to be a BuzzFeed creator that's stars in Abbott Elementary.
I don't know.
Can't remember her name, but yeah. Oh, these are people who already came. I was looking at.
Wow, John.
They're not coming. They already came. They
So
finished.
if you get a time machine, Tabitha, and you
and
travel
you
to
live
Austin,
in
Texas,
Austin, or you want to go to Austin. Yeah, yes, Quinta Bronson or something like that.
Christopher Titus
Christopher Titus is going to be there.
on the 5th. Of
I didn't know he was
April.
still doing. I didn't know he was still working.
Wait, is that Nicole Byer again? Is she coming like twice? in
No,
3
I,
weeks?
no, I was looking at March before, and she. had
Oh, I
moved
see,
on
I
to
see.
Nicole. Steve Ho. I've seen some stuff on Instagram.
Oh yeah, I've definitely seen him.
Grace O'Malley. I've seen some stuff on Instagram from her. We're just.
Tim Meadows.
If Tabitha told me the city she was from, I would look up the shows there, but you know. Oh, Tim Meadows.
Yeah.
He's in some movies. Isn't he an Avenger?
Tim Meadows from SNL. He was Ladies Man. He's in all kinds of stuff.
Oh, he's also is he in The Italian Job?
I
Is
don't
he?
know.
I had a bad experience. No, that's a different guy.
Don Cheadle.
Yeah, yep. And that is Don Cheadle is also an Avenger. Sorry, I get those two mixed up.
Nice, John.
Yeah, I know. You know why.
It's cool.
I don't have to say it.
Because
It's I don't know. They're similar ages. You know what I'm saying? I think they might be a similar height.
they both have 3-letter first names. That's probably it. That's probably what
That's
you're
the
thinking.
main thing, I think. And
Yep.
both of them, the last letter of their first name is right next to each other in the alphabet. So honestly, how could you not get them mixed up?
I think they both have EAD in their last name. So dyslexic.
Yeah.
John's just
This is-
dyslexic, guys.
Yeah, I just gave you so many reasons.
They were all good reasons too, you guys.
They're all perfectly legitimate and not racist at all.
Yeah.
What else is going on in your world, man? Anything?
No, how much do you think I'm up to, man? Like, no.
You been editing any of our videos yet?
Have I what?
Have you been editing any of our videos we shot?
I've been doing it. I got a little sprint to do. So I was wondering how long we're staying live, but
Little works. Okay, well, we can stop. We can stop, and you can get to editing.
it's all good. It's all good.
All right, hey guys, it was fun. We'll keep doing them every week. I don't know if we're going to do the Triple Cross channel every week though. So anybody who was here from Triple Cross, subscribe to the other channel.
Yeah, all 2 of you that might be left here.
Yep. Peace.
Anyway, cool guys. Thanks for coming.